When we hear the words concentration camp, images of the 20th century, totalitarian regimes, and systems of extermination come to mind. But this story began earlier, not in the heart of Europe, but under the scorching African sun. And its author was not a dictatorial power, but the greatest democracy of its era, the British Empire. Today, we tell how one of the darkest practices of modernity was born during the Second Anglo-Boer War, 1899–1902, and why it must not be forgotten. The war was an inevitable clash of imperial ambition and the desire for independence. After the discovery of the world's largest gold deposits in the Transvaal, Britain was determined to unite southern Africa under its rule at any cost. In November 1900, the new commander, Lord Kitchener, realized he could not win in open battle. His response was total: a scorched earth policy. The goal was to deprive the Boer guerrillas of all support. Soldiers systematically destroyed farms, crops, and slaughtered or seized livestock. Historians estimate that 30,000 farms were razed. But what to do with the civilians, the women, children, and elderly left homeless and starving? Kitchener's solution was simple and terrible: concentrate them in designated areas. Thus, the term concentration camps was born. This was a humanitarian catastrophe. From January 1901 to January 1902 alone, approximately 17,000 people died in the camps, including 14,284 children. In total, modern estimates suggest about 27,927 Boers, mostly women and children, and at least 14 to 154 Black Africans perished in the camps. For the Boers, this meant the death of roughly 1 in 4 internees. The truth was brought to Britain by Emily Hobhouse, an activist and philanthropist. Her report shocked the public. It confirmed all the horrors Hobhouse had described. Civilian authorities then took over the camps, and mortality rates finally fell. But for tens of thousands, it was too late. Were these camps genocide? Most historians agree the intent was not physical extermination, but breaking the enemy's will through horrific negligence and indifference. However, it was here, in South Africa, that the practice of mass, extrajudicial internment of civilians on ethnic grounds was first implemented on an industrial scale and given its name. Military observers worldwide studied this experience. It became a dire precedent, the first link in a chain that later led to the nightmares of the 20th century. What do you think? Can a direct parallel be drawn between these events? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you want more such piercing stories from the dark corners of the past, subscribe and hit the bell.